Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. In this lesson, we will talk about the use of kana, yakunu, and laisa. Kana is used to convert a present tense sentence to the past tense. In simple terms, we can say that kana means was. So if we have the simple sentence, ar-rijalu jalisuna, this means that the men are sitting. Let's say we want to convert this into past tense. We do that by adding kana. Kana rijalu jalisina. This means that the men were sitting. So basically this meaning of was or were is introduced. When we have kana, ar-rijalu is called the noun of kana, and this is in rafa form. We see that. The predicate or the khabar is in nasab form. Notice that with a simple sentence, ar-rijalu jalisuna, the khabar or the predicate is in rafa, but when we use kana, the predicate or khabar is in nasab form. That's why we have jalisina and not jalisuna. Here is another example of the use of kana. Kana wa'adu rabbi haqqan. So kana is what moves this into the past. Wa'adu rabbi is the promise of my Lord. Haqqan is true. So notice wa'adu rabbi is in rafa, and haqqan, which is the khabar, is in nasab. Now here is the conjugation of kana. I want you to pause this video here and learn this. The first row, as we have done with other verbs, is third person male, and then we have singular, dual, and plural. So kana is a basic form. This means he was. Kana refers to two people, and kanu means multiple. This structure is roughly like what we have seen with past tense verbs, but kana is an incomplete verb because this communicates a sense of time. It doesn't really communicate an action. With regular verbs, we have both time and action, whereas with kana, we just have time. And as I said before, this can be roughly translated as was or were, and then the conjugation depends on whether we are third person, second person, first person, male, female, and then singular, dual, and plural. Moving on to yakunu. Yakunu is used to move a sentence into the future. So let's take the simple sentence, Zaidun maridun. This means that Zaid is sick. Now let's say we want to move this into the future. We want to say that Zaid will be sick. Then we say yakunu Zaidun maridan. And as with kana, the noun is in rafa form. So the noun of yakunu is Zaidun, that is in rafa form. And the predicate is in nasab form. So maridan is the predicate or khabar. This is in nasab form. Here are three different forms of yakunu. So yakunu is third person, takunu is second person, akunu is first person. And we can look at an example over here. Mata takunu mudarrisan. When will you become a teacher? Akunu mudarrisan insha'Allah fi hadal am. Akunu means that I will be, mudarrisan a teacher. So I will be a teacher or I will become a teacher insha'Allah if Allah wills. Fi hadal am, in this year. Here now is the conjugation of yakunu, and you need to pause this video and learn this conjugation. Third person male, singular, dual, plural is yakunu, yakunani, yakununa, and so on. So again, pause and learn this conjugation. Moving on to laisa. Laisa is used for negation, and when we look at the conjugation on the next slide, we should recognize that the rules of conjugation are based on past tense verbs, but the meaning of laisa is based on present tense. With laisa, the noun is in rafa form, so this is similar to kana, and the predicate or khabar is in nasab form. This is also similar to kana and yakunu. With laisa, we could use bazer be as part of the predicate or with the predicate. If this happens, then the predicate is not in nasab. In that case, the predicate will be in jar form. Here now is the conjugation of laisa. So third person male would be laisa, laisa, and laisu. As before, I want you to pause over here and learn this conjugation. Now let's look at some more general rules. If the noun is explicit, then we will use the singular form. Our first example is kana al-waldani solihaini. This means that the two boys were pious. So we have two boys here, but the subject is explicit. That's why kana is singular. The kana, however, needs to match in terms of gender. So al-waldani solihaini is two boys, male gender. Therefore, for kana, we use the male gender. Next, we have kanatil banatu salihatin. This is actually kanat al binatu, but when we read, we connect, and to make the connection, we use a kasra. So notice here, al banatu salihatin is clearly female. Therefore, we use the female version of kana, which is kanat. The noun here is al banatu salihatin, which is plural, but it's explicit. And because it's explicit, we use the singular version. Then we have laisa rijalu mujtahidina. This means that the men are not hardworking. So notice the translation needs to communicate a present tense meaning. So laisa rijalu mujtahidina means that the men are not hardworking. And again, this is plural, but laisa is singular, and that's because the subject is explicit. Laisatil muallimatu mujtahidatin. The female teachers are not hardworking. And here, since the noun of laisat is explicit, that's why we use the singular form. This is female, and that's why we have the female form. Laisatil muallimatu mujtahidatin. If the noun is implicit, then the number should match, and the gender, as before, should match. Kuntum zalimin. This means that all of you were unjust. Here we don't have an explicit noun of kana, and we are talking about multiple people. That's why we use the plural form, and this is second person. Here we have kanu qa'imin. This means that they were standing. Again, the noun is implicit. That's why we are using the plural form. Laisu qa'imin. This means that they are not standing. Notice that here we use a present tense meaning, and the noun of laisa is not explicit. Therefore, we need to use a plural form, because this khabar or predicate is implying plural. Qa'imin means multiple people. So laisu qa'imin means that they are not standing. Here now are some translations I'd like you to do. So please pause and do the translations before you look at the solutions. So hopefully here is what you got. Kanat Zainabu qa'imatan means that Zainab was standing. Notice that the noun of kana is explicit. That's why we use singular, and in this case, in any case, the noun is singular. Since the noun is feminine, that's why we have kanat. Were you teachers? Hal is the question. Kuntum, all of you. Muallimin. So this is plural, and it's plural because the noun is implicit, and as I've said before, with kana we go into the past tense, so that's why we say were. With laisa, in this case we are saying laisu sadiqin. Here the meaning needs to be in the present tense. That's why we say that they are not truthful. Kana rijalu jalisina, we've seen this before. Lasna kadhibin, we are not liars. And then we've seen this before. Mata takunu mudarrisan, when will you become teachers? Akunu mudarrisan inshallah fi hadal am, we will become teachers inshallah in this year. Kana wa'du rabbi haqqan, the promise of my Lord was true. That is it for this lesson.